Hello, this is RICKY, the Android guy. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Android Weekly / Android Q&A. We go over all the latest news that happened during the week and answer all of your questions live. If it's your first time to Android Weekly, this is how it works. First, we go over all the mobile news that happened during the week that you guys might want to know about. Then we answer questions that were emailed to me during the week. If you have a question you'd like to ask, just email me at asktheandroidguy@gmail.com. and make sure the subject is question. And hopefully I'll answer on the following show next week. However, if you want your show to be guaranteed, you will have to, this is a good thing about a mirror, you will have to simply just watch live, and then if you watch live, you will get all of your questions answered live. So if you have a question you'd like to ask, just ask it in the comment section down below, and I will get to it before the end of the episode. All right, let's start off with the first bit of news during the week. And that is that, yes, we are pretty much looking like we will see an S6 active. We have seen teases of it already from AT&T themselves, like get ready to be active and all of these other things. But this is pretty much looks like it's going to happen. So we have perfect renders of it. And although it doesn't look like it might be a removable battery, the word on the street is that it will be a much, much bigger battery. So do I think this is going to be happening? Yes. Will many people go for it after this kind of recent redesign? That's the question, you know. What will they fix with the flappy port that was on the bottom? Will that be the same, or will there be some improvement on that? Everything else, just the speaker going to be on the bottom, or is it going to be on the back like it looks like on this? That I really hope it's on the back. I don't know. Would you sacrifice the water resistance for that? I'm not sure. But yeah, it's supposed to be having a lot of features, but what will it have and what won't it have compared to the regular S6? That is something that we definitely are going to wait and see. But if it does look like it's coming out, it looks like it still will be the exclusivity with AT&T as it has been the past 2 years. All right, now the next question, which every fucking reviewer got this wrong this week. Sorry for the cursing, but it really annoys me when people say things that they really don't know what they're talking about, it seems like. So let me put it this way. This is not happening. This is not happening. So I don't know why reviewers just don't get this every year, because it's happened 2 years in a row. So let me explain this. Everyone is talking about the 6S Plus. Everyone ran with this week. BGR, Engadget, everyone. It's like, oh my God, Samsung's going to copy Apple again running with the 6 Plus. No, you idiots. Every time, this time, at this year, Samsung's done the same thing every time. And yet, for some reason, you guys always speculate it's something different than it is. This is what the Plus is. It is the LTEA version that's only released in Korea. That's what this Plus is. It doesn't exist. Everything that you're saying is completely false. And this is, yeah, I'm so annoyed with it. That, like, how do you not realize this has happened the past 2 years? There's been an S4 LTEA, there's been an S5 LTEA. The A version is a Plus version, if you think about it. But here's the thing, this is what it is. The LTEA version is, sorry, just turning off my Wi-Fi so that hopefully the signal gets better, because I see it's kind of bad. So here's the thing. With an LTEA version, the benefit is that you're going to have the processor that will most likely be on the Note 5. You're going to have certain improvements that will be on the Note 5, but it's only released in Korea. So this will not be released in the US. It's happened the same. Like, if you pull up S5, I think, what were they calling it? Last year they weren't calling it Plus because the iPhone Plus wasn't out yet. So they called it something different, but yet just reviewers, again, this is why I started this channel, because it seems like common sense doesn't exist sometimes with the reviewers that I watch, and I'm sure you guys watch as well. But yes, the S6 Plus will not exist. It is silly, and it's really annoying that they can't figure this out. That at the end of June, the same time last year, the S5 LTEA was announced. The year before that, the S4 LTEA was announced. The S4 LTEA had the leather backing just like the Note series. The S5 LTEA had the upgraded processor that was made for quad core, quad HD display that the S5 did not have, but the S5 LTA did have. So they always improve it to give us a glimpse of what the Note series will have. This will not be coming to the US. This will not be called the 6 Plus. It's going to be called the S6 LTA. As soon as that happens, please go to every single other reviewer and post, the Android guy was right. You guys need to research more. Because, yeah, apparently they just don't research enough, or they don't know the industry they claim to do. So, sorry, just had to get that rant out of the way. Again, we get pictures of a Tab S2. This is the 8.0 version. Oh my God, will we have an 8.0 version Tab S2 as well, besides the regular Tab S 8-inch? Besides the 10-inch? This is pointing to yes, that we will have this kind of screen. The really annoying part for me is that it looks like that it's going to be a 4:3 ratio by this screen resolution, which, as you know, I'm not very happy with. However, I'm really wondering when this is coming out. Will this be coming out in the summer? Will it be coming out in conjunction with the Note? Will it be coming out, the Samsung Pay was supposed to come out this summer, but that was now delayed. So maybe it'll come out, is the watch going to come out before? Is Samsung releasing anything this summer? That's the question. That will this be in conjunction with it? And the last big news of the day definitely comes from HTC. HTC is now in the red, unfortunately. Their revenue is not what it used to be, and it's really because of the M9. The M9 is not selling anywhere near what they thought it would. And this is basically expecting that they are going to lose $250 to $291 million for this quarter. Because they're spending money and they're not getting money. So this is obviously not good, and it's really just hurting them. So yeah, it really sucks, and it's something that it seems to be pretty bad. Again, I had said 2 years ago that I thought HTC was going to go bankrupt in about 3 years. So I think I'm 1 year off. But even so, we'll see. HTC made it real big with the M8 last year. They started getting out of the red, but the M9 was it suffered from what the same thing, and we'll see. I could be wrong about this, but it suffered from the same thing I believe the G4 will suffer from, and that is it looks too similar to the old model. Look, the S5 got slammed last year for looking too much like the S4, and even the S4 looked a little bit like the S3. So Samsung got accused for not really improving their products, and that hurt them. So will this change? Hopefully. I really think that HTC needs it, and if they don't get it, then it definitely could be bad news for that. So hopefully it does change, but we'll see if it does. All right, and let's answer the questions that were emailed to me during the week. Again, if you have a question that you would like to ask, just make sure to email me at asktheandroidguy@gmail.com, and I will answer it next week. All right. Now, the first question that was asked was from Jose Cortez. Jose Cortez asked, hope all is well with you. Have you seen any S6 Edge being very slow? It takes a long time to get an app open, even contacts. Thank you. So yeah, Jose, I have not had this issue really with my S6 Edge. A little bit in the beginning, but through a lot of the updates, it has kind of narrowed it down for me and my phone. If that's the same issue with you, I'm not sure. But a couple of things that I would recommend doing. The first thing is making sure this Android system web view is currently updated, because that is a big issue. It's a horrible app, but unfortunately it's part of Lollipop, and that's the main thing that's causing a lot of problems to all these Lollipop phones. So make sure that is up to date. There was just another update pushed out today, and it gets pushed out about every, I would say, 2 to 3 weeks, because they're having so many issues with it. Google, it's a mess, and so Google is trying to fix it currently right now. Now, the other big thing is definitely the fact that there is, unfortunately, a memory issue with all Lollipop devices. So Samsung's solution to that is their Smart Manager. So their Smart Manager, you can use this Clear app thing, and you can use it with their widget, and that's what I do, is just I clear every once in a while, and that's how I make it work. Again, will this help you out? These are just small steps. And the biggest step that I found was, again, because of the memory leak issue, the best thing to do for all Lollipop devices currently right now on the market is to manage the apps that run in the background and that are using your data in the background. So if you go under data usage in the settings portion, you can actually restrict all of these apps from using any data whatsoever. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to stop them from running in the background, and that way they won't ever run in the background. So you can see I just have a long list of all these apps that are restricted because I don't need them taking up my data in the background. I have no need for that, and so that's why they're all restricted. So yeah, those are the couple of things that can help you out with your S6 Edge if it is running slow. All right. Don't have a name on here. I see Daniel, so I'll go with that. Daniel asks, I was buying a Samsung. I was buying the Samsung Notes since they started. I'm not sure if the Note will bring a big change from the Note 4. I heard LG is making a Note thing phone. Maybe should I buy the Note 5? Thanks for the answering. So the Note has won the last 2 years in a row for the top smartphone rated by me. The Note 3 was the top smartphone of 2013, and the Note 4 was the top phone of 2014 at that time. At that time, each of the end of the year, they were the best battery life and camera and overall best experience, in my opinion. Now, will this change this year? It's completely possible. LG, I don't know if they're going to have a stylus the way Wacom makes it for Samsung. So this is what I mean. LG has a phone right now called the Stylo at T-Mobile, and what it is it's just a built-in stylus. It has no function whatsoever. And what I mean by function is one of the best things that I do miss from my Note series that I have on my, because I have an S6 Edge as my personal daily driver right now. Well, I switch on and off with it because I'm reviewing the G4 right now too. But the main difference I would say between them is that with the S6 Edge, I cannot do something which is on the pen with the Note. I was able to highlight text that I cannot normally highlight on an app, but I could highlight it with the pen. It overwrote everything, and this allowed me to highlight text that I normally couldn't and copy and paste it. I found this very useful. I cannot do that with the Stylo because the Stylo is just a stylus, and that's it. It doesn't have any functionality, added functionality. That is one of the best features that I love with the LG, with the Note series that you will not get with the LG series. Will they announce something different? Absolutely. I believe they're going to announce their LG G Pro 3 at the end of the year. Will this be better than the Note? It has not been the past 2 years. Could it happen this year? Absolutely. It's completely possible. There's only one way to see, and that's when they both come out, and we'll review them. All right. Amaroma. Hello, Ricky. How are you? I'm doing fine, thank you. Oh, please. I'm unable to connect my Samsung Tab S with my Samsung Gear Circle earphones. The Bluetooth is not recognized in the tablet. Now that sounds very strange. I'm not really sure why that is. I have connected to my Tab S, but if you're having this issue, this is the one recommendation I could make, again, without being there or anything, which is a little difficult. But I would recommend downloading the Gear Manager app for the Gear Circles. This basically will make it so that it's going to use the app in order to search through the Bluetooth. For some reason, maybe your Bluetooth isn't finding it. I don't know why that is. It should. But for some reason, if it's not, then maybe that'll help. It'll basically use the app in order to find the Bluetooth headphones because the Gear Circle does work with the Gear Manager app. So hopefully that'll help out. Download the Gear Manager app from the Galaxy App Store, and then try to connect to it through the Galaxy App Store, and hopefully that will help. Let me know if it does. I'm really curious if it will. All right. And now let's check out, sorry, hold on one second. Okay. Alex Rudd, avid question asker, and see, guys, he asks questions every week, and he usually gets them answered because you just email them the questions. Do you think Samsung has oversaturated their products in the market? Yes. There is like 3 different versions of the S6 with the Plus coming out. The Plus is not coming out, as we just discussed, and not to mention all their tablet lines. Do you think this strategy works for Samsung, or makes consumers more confused on what to buy? So here's the thing. Does it work for Samsung? They're the top cell phone manufacturer in the world and the second tablet manufacturer in the world. I mean, it depends on what you mean by work. Is it good quality necessarily? No. Is there good quality control in it? No. Is it confusing sometimes? Yes. Is it good for them? They're the top cell phone manufacturer, smartphone manufacturer in the world. It's kind of hard to argue with that. Now, from that standing, it's kind of hard to argue with that. Is it at all possible that it's hurting them in terms of brand recognition? Maybe that they could sell, if they would sell more higher end tablets exclusively, then they could do better. But like, look at their partnership with Microsoft right now. The Tab A is a $230 tablet that, despite what I think of it, a lot of people like it simply for the fact that it is a low budget tablet and it comes with full Microsoft Office. It's kind of hard to argue against that. It really is. Overall, okay, so like you mentioned the S6, they're going to have 2 S6s everywhere in the world, and they're going to have an S6 LTA in Korea, which, again, Korea is used to this. They've had this traditionally every year. So, I mean, 2 S6s I don't see as such a bad thing. The third with the S6 Active is arguable again, and hopefully they won't have an S6 Sport like Sprint had last year. I don't know what the deal was with that. But yeah. Now, their tablet lines, they have a Tab A right now, which should replace the Tab 4 series. And hopefully they're only going to have a Tab S series as well, and that's it. If they just have those 2 lines, that makes sense. Entry level, high end. You take out the entry level to take out every other Android manufacturer, and you put the high end out to compete with Apple. That makes sense. More than that doesn't make sense. So we'll see how they do with that. Again, is the strategy working? Yes, in terms of sales. Will it eventually leave a bad taste in consumers' mouths? We'll wait and see. Matthew asks, hey, I'm looking to replace my Tab 2. What is the best tablet on the market in your opinion? I prefer 16:9 ratio. Which is better, the S6 Edge or the G4? Well, we're currently trying to figure that out right now in the studio, and it's not too far off. The S6 definitely wins in certain categories, but the LG G4 is no slouch. So we will wait for that side-by-side comparison, which we are going to record later this upcoming week, and then it should be posted either by the end of this week or, yeah, it should be posted soon. So that for that. Now, which is the best tablet, I would say right now? You're catching it at a time when not that many tablets have come out this year. So take that in consideration. I would suggest looking at my best tablets of 2014 video, and I have a best budget, so under $200 tablets, or under 200 to 300. I think it was under 200 actually. Under $200 tablets, which one was the best? Overall, I would say from my memory, I think it was the NVIDIA Shield is still pretty much one of the best tablets to get. Front-firing speakers, amazing processor. It gets updated quicker than any other Android tablet out there that's not a Nexus. It already has Android 5.1 on board. So it's an all-around great tablet, especially if you're a purist, meaning you like pure Android. Now, if you want just a tablet, you can get the Tab S for a steal right now. I mean, the Tab S, let me just pull up something really quick. Maybe not so quick. Let me just see. Whoops, wrong. Okay, so let's pull up this Galaxy Tab S. And you had a Tab 2, so I'm not sure which one you're necessarily looking to replace, mind you. But so I'm seeing the Tab S right now as low as $250. And I'm seeing the Tab Pro, another one that was really great. It only doesn't have the screen quality basic that the Tab S has, for $200. So these are older tablets, yes. Are they still great tablets? Absolutely. The Asus was the best budget tablet for the $199 at a new price point, but now that's being replaced too, and their newer tablets are coming out. Unfortunately, like you said, you want a 16:9 ratio, and unfortunately, it seems both Asus and Samsung, two of the best tablet manufacturers out there, are going for a 4:3 ratio, which is stupid, instead of a 16:9 ratio, which is intelligent. So yes, that is that. So hopefully that helped out. But again, take a look at my 2014 best cameras, and that should help. All right, now let's get to the questions that were asked to me. If you have a question you're watching, please ask your question live in the comment section down below, and I will get to it immediately. All right. Mohammed asked, "Hey, why screen pinning doesn't work on the Note Edge with Lollipop? Is it not available, Mohammed, or is it just not, or is it available but it's not pinning?" It was, unfortunately, what Samsung does is they load some features on there, but they don't load all the features on there. It is a really annoying trait, but yes, that is that. Danny Shin, random question. What is your favorite car? That is a very random question, Danny. My current car is a Hyundai Sonata Hybrid. I'm very happy with the Hyundai Sonata. When I was currently buying a car 2 years ago now, I was in between a Sonata Hybrid and a Kia Optima Hybrid. I ended up choosing the Sonata simply because it drove better to me. However, the Optima did feel more luxurious. Overall, I was going to be driving a lot, so I wanted more comfortable and driving better to me. That was why I chose it. I mean, there is a lot of amazing looking cars. If you're talking like my dream car or whatever, there's a lot. My first car was a Mustang, so those have always kind of had a soft spot for me. I mean, there's so many beautiful cars. Just remembering, I just saw Entourage this weekend, and they had a Cadillac in there that looked freaking amazing. I was just like, I want that car. It looks so freaking amazing. So yeah, there's all these cars that are beautiful and sexy and all that kind of stuff. But for where I'm currently at in my life, that was perfect for me, especially because it saves me a lot on gas. So yeah. Moose 2, I believe that's what your name handle is. Is it worth waiting for the Note 5, or should I go with the Note 4? Wait for the Note 5. You are less than 4, or about, you're probably almost exactly 4 months away. Look, traditionally Samsung launches it the first week of October. The first week of October this year, the Friday will be the 9th. So most likely, if I were to bet money on it right now, I would say October 9th is when the Note 5 will come out. Am I right? I have no freaking idea. But they've traditionally come out the first week of October, so I would wait. I would say you're 4 months, almost exactly till the deadline. It's worth waiting for the Note 5. You get the newest operating system. That will have Android M by then too, most likely, which I can't wait for just because of all the stupid shit that Lollipop put on here. I hate Lollipop. As many of you guys have probably heard by now, I hate Lollipop. I'd say it's the worst OS since it's the worst OS update since Honeycomb. if Honeycomb was the Windows ME version, Lollipop is the Vista version. So yeah, it was just I hate Lollipop. It's had so many issues, and it's for no reason. I can't wait till they put out Android M. I would put it on my device, but I don't really feel like rooting it, or else I would put it on my device immediately because yes, it's just so much better from what I've heard. All right, guys. I'm not sure if we have any other questions. Oh, actually, one comment I will say, if you guys go onto my Facebook page or my Twitter page, I did leave a link for Watch Mojo, which is a great channel that does top 10s. And right now they're currently voting on top 10 YouTube reviewers. So I would ask you guys, please vote for me, the Android guy. And yeah, I would appreciate that greatly. You can go to watchmojo.com. It's on TopX. But if you want just a direct link to it, just look in my Twitter, Facebook, or Google Plus, and I've posted it all on there. Just hopefully you guys could just, you do have to create a quick account, or you can connect it to your Facebook even. But just posting and just clicking to vote for me would really, I would really appreciate it. And top 10 YouTube reviewers. I just want to get an honorable mention. I think that would be really cool to see something that I watch so often and be a part of that. So yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this episode as always. Sorry that it did have to be Saturday instead of Sunday, which is our normally scheduled time. Unfortunately, tomorrow I have a dinner with a very old friend for her birthday. So taking her out, and we're doing like a triple date thing. Her sister, and all of our their boyfriends and my fiance. And so yeah, we're just going all out. So sorry about that. Maybe I'll do a Periscope thing. If you are on Periscope, I have done 2 videos there so far. Maybe I'll do another one tomorrow, just kind of like, hey guys, this is why I had a Miss Android Weekly kind of thing. I did say that every time I miss an Android Weekly, I would put a Periscope video on there, so check me out on Periscope as well. But yeah, guys, thank you as always for watching. I do always appreciate it. Please give a like, thumbs up down below, and we will catch you next week on Sunday at our regularly scheduled time. Thank you for watching again. This has been RICKY, the Android Guy.